Good morning. We are heading to another bonsai workshop. This time I'm taking a couple trees to get looked at. They have some issues that I want to get checked on. Then also we are going to do what is called an air layering, where you essentially take either a branch or part of a tree, part of the tree trunk, and create a whole new tree. So I want to take you through that process. So as we go here to the bonsai workshop, I hope you enjoy, and thanks for coming.
Very much a possibility. It's a decent sized rock.
Is it? Okay, yeah.
So what are you working on?
A Fukian tea. We're going to put it on this rock.
And that's actually I still can't remember the term, but that's actually a piece of coal.
Root on a rock.
That's so neat.
Yeah, that's actually a piece of coal from West Virginia.
Okay.
So
So it's significant.
It looks really good, actually.
It does.
So one thing I would do is rewrap it,
yeah.
just to get these going the way we want them to. This one's going to be a good one there. And this one, see this air gap? We need to press it down a pretty good bit.
I got you.
On root over rocks, we don't want a lot of air gaps.
Yeah.
I like to put the wire on hard surfaces like the edges of rocks and stuff like that. It just makes it easier to tie in. Okay, perfect. And then I leave a tail.
Yeah.
And we can just wrap that up there to get it out of the way. And now, so one thing I would do is in these gaps like this, see if we spread this out, it'll crack there.
Yeah.
So I would get some sphagnum moss and pack that. Fukian's tea, since they root so easily, they'll actually make roots quickly.
All right.
Right there.
Let's steal some from this little guy.
Yeah. That's perfect. And that way we can close that gap up.
Okay.
So it'll make roots there, and then if the roots die and keep making roots, it'll just swell on its own.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to get these to kind of not cross. So push it down like that. The hardest thing is getting everything situated with just one hand. So in a place like this, we might have to get a piece of bamboo or something to hold that. Okay. I'm just going to start wrapping.
I'll hold that.
Once I get it going, I'm going to give it to you, and the only thing I'm worried about is making sure they're all down.
Yeah.
That's the hardest part.
I have another one at home. I wanted to kind of see the process and then do it when I get back home.
Okay, so now, this is a little loose, but that's okay. Just make it go down a little bit more. So I'm gonna let you wrap it. You can wrap it as many times as you want.
Right.
And just make sure it's really tight to the rock.
Okay.
And it's best to hold it while you do it. That's the
Yeah.
hardest. That to me, that's the hardest part.
Yeah. Awesome.
more inside there. They don't like to have their roots cut. Or like a deciduous tree. So just be a little bit more gentle on the roots. And usually what I do is I just take off as much soil as I can, and then I'll just jam all those roots into the pot. They like to be hot. Yeah. So it's good. It's better if you can do that. Yes. So I would probably cut it somewhere here, and then that way these can make it new top. And all these here are not tall. And if you wanted to, you could take some of the
This came out early, last frost. I moved a lot of trees in, but I couldn't move all of them. I'm hoping they'll have enough flood, I guess they will.
Everything okay?
Yeah, take a look at it, see.
Perfect. And fertilize heavily. And you don't even have to trim it. The more growth up here you get, the thicker those roots will get. So just fertilize it extremely heavily this year. You probably won't even have to do it all year since they grow so fast in the summer.
Yeah.
I like that rock.
Yes, that's really neat.
Really cool.
I have a couple other ones if you're interested.
The Fukians?
No, the rocks.
Oh yeah. If you have any, I'll buy them from you, definitely.
I can't buy them.
I love rocks. Like when I'm out and about collecting rocks.
Yeah.
So much fun.
I don't know.
Kind of your thought on where to apply the air layer, because it looks like obviously you need to put it up here around the nodes, but again, being up here, I guess these would just be have to either get cut off or.
So if you air layer here, it would be a good spot to air layer because since you have these branches low, you can actually help these thicken the trunk up quite a bit.
Okay.
So this would be a good spot to air layer. This here would be a good spot to air layer as well.
Yeah. So I was thinking last year I was going to plan on just kind of cutting this off and then having the trees start growing from here. But if instead of just cutting it off, I realized I could just air layer it and get 2 trees out of 1. So.
And also keep in mind, when you're planning on air layering something, try and keep as much green as you can.
Yeah.
The more green you have up here, the faster the roots will develop.
Yeah.
And then you can just cut all that off when you take the tree off.
Yeah.
Do you have a rooting hormone with you or no?
I don't have any.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's
you
fine.
don't need any with the blood good.
Okay. The you think that's enough moss?
I put as much as I can
Yeah.
just because it'll stay damp longer.
Yeah.
But to me, that's about what I use.
So you would you trim these or keep them or just kind of pull them up?
Yeah, I would just pull them up. Here.
So I got a wire around the bottom.
Okay.
I need to tighten that a little more, but
I'll hold it.
that one goes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're good.
It was good you wired the bottom.
All right.
Here's some more if you need it. And just keep it damp.
Yep.
Water it, like I usually water mine just when I'm watering my trees.
Yeah.
You can just water up here and the water will trickle down into it.
Okay. Make sure this is.
And use as much wire as you need. So, you know.
Yeah. I'm trying to get in here, make sure this is tight down here at the bottom.
Yeah.
Trying to find the other end. There's the other end.
To me, the hardest thing is just getting in there to do it.
Yeah.
Especially if you do like triple trunks or twin trunks, stuff like that, it gets harder and harder.
Make sure that it has a good seal.
I always tell people their first air layer not to do stuff really low because a lot of
Yeah.
times their first ones don't make.
Yeah.
Since this is a Japanese maple, they do pretty quickly. But this way, if it fails, you can try again.
Yeah. The I have some large Chinese fringes in mine. That I was gonna cut back, and I was like,
I would try and air layer them definitely.
yeah. So, all right. So,
Perfect. Do you wrap yours with aluminum foil? So
I'm going off of what
Okay.
Peter Chan.
yeah. So
So, I figured.
depending on your house,
Yeah.
sometimes the birds around here will try and get the moss. So if you start to see this being messed with, just wrap it with aluminum foil, and they won't
Well,
bother.
I got a bunch of feral cats, so I don't really have a bird
Oh,
problem.
okay. Never mind then.
What is that?
Is that an air
graft?
drum?
Yeah, air layer.
Air layer.
Layer.
Yeah.
I tried that, and it
To me, the hardest part is so
How
when
far do you
you
scrape
cut
the
it,
bark?
you know, and wring the bark. I usually try to do twice the thickness of the tree. Usually that's a rule of thumb, and I just scrape the cambium. So when you go down to the white, and then I just take a knife and scrape it. You don't have. Some people don't do that, but I've found I have better luck if I do that.
you know they sell those little pods.
Yes.
Now you
Yes.
got me. Now you got me questioning my
No, you're
my
good.
cut.
You're fine.
Did you see the cut?
And
No.
you load it with moss.
Well, then how do you know I'm okay?
Scrape
Well,
it,
you just cut it and then took the bark off, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
It's like a whole.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Goes on.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
that
fine.
seems like a good idea.
All right.
Cause I have squirrels.
So
You want to put more moss in there, or
yeah, I got some right here.
okay?
The so if you want to see what I did, you want to see what I did?
oh, don't take it. apart.
No, I just
Scraped it down. Oh,
well,
yeah.
what I did, I cut at the top.
Yep.
And then
Where
I
you
did,
want the roots.
And then
you did a cut at the bottom, and then I just took out that whole
Okay.
section, removed the, like you see where I started, the Cambium leveler, that green.
The green.
You want
Yeah,
to
I know
remove all
you
the,
have
you
to
want to
get-
remove all the green, and that will kind of
Oh, you
cut
have to
it.
get down beyond the green?
You go all the way down to the what is it, xylem or
Yeah.
whatever. I think
Okay.
that's. I think that
I
is.
I need a
down to
diagram
the-
with all the layers.
I went down just to the green.
Okay.
You have to go
Yeah.
below that.
Yeah.
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 So you're pretty much what you're essentially doing. You're cutting this top off from the bottom half,
Yes.
Right.
and you're forcing this to create roots. And it's not
Right.
going to create roots here. It's going to create roots above,
Right.
Right.
above it.
Right.
So
I just didn't know how far down to go when I was scraping
Yeah.
it. Because I have a wonderful, real lacy little maple, and I'd love to try to make it.
I'm so excited about my tree.
I know.
Oh my gosh. I love a free tree that like turned out.
Do you bring it over there to you, or here's
know,
one of the ends right here?
I took a Ziploc bag and stuffed it all in a bag and then wrapped it on.
Oh, did that work?
No, because I didn't cut
Oh,
deep
right, right.
enough.
But did the bag stay on good?
Yeah, yeah. But that's more secure like that.
Plus it's a little bit of padding. I don't know if
If
you
I
need
order
it.
some of those pods, it's like 10 for $10.
Yeah.
On
They
Amazon.
work pretty good.
And you just stuff it with this.
Yeah.
But I have to,
Or you can use soil. You could use almost anything.
peat moss, I guess, instead of.
Just keep an eye on this wire, you know.
Yeah.
And because if you don't want
wanna
it to
make
bite
sure
in
it
up here,
stays wet,
in case you do
too.
want to keep one of
Yeah.
these as a twin trunk or whatever.
yeah, I think that's
I don't know what this one goes to.
yeah. That one just comes
Oh,
from
okay.
the bottom to wrap around.
Okay.
Mine too.
And so
Perfect.
I've been bathing
wanna
it.
make
I've
sure-
been like
oh,
making
there's
sure
an
the water
opening
gets in
there.
there around the rock.
Mine's her like too. I heard you say.
Yeah. I'm really leaning into the fertilizer thing.
So,
Like I
yep.
haven't been.
All right, so we got it back home. We have, it looks like it's holding moisture in there, which that's exactly what we wanted to do. It has rained today, so I shouldn't have to water this. Here's those Chinese fringes that I was talking about. So you can see how they've kind of just grown up over the fence here. I decided the same day, go ahead and put 3 air layers here. So we got one there, and one over here. So we're gonna see how these do, and hopefully we'll be able to get 3 new trees out of these. And if these do well, I'll kind of try to cut back some more of all of these.